Charlemagne, the architect of Europe. In the heart of the Dark Ages, where the power and civilization of Rome had long since faded, a single name shone like a guiding star: Charlemagne. But he was more than just a mighty king or an ambitious conqueror. He was an architect of civilization who laid the very foundations for what we now know as modern Europe. His story begins in 768 CE, when he inherited the relatively small kingdom of the Franks. Yet, instead of being content with his lot, Charlemagne had a far grander vision. He embarked on a series of brutal and relentless military campaigns, conquering the pagan Saxons to the north, the Lombards in Italy, and the Moors in Spain. In a short time, his authority stretched from the Pyrenees to the Danube, forging an empire unseen in Western Europe since the days of the Romans. But beneath his armor, Charlemagne was not just a warrior. He was a man with a deep thirst for knowledge. In an era where most nobles were illiterate, Charlemagne sought to change everything. He established a palace school in his capital, Aachen, and invited the leading scholars from across Europe. They worked tirelessly to copy and preserve ancient texts that would have been lost forever. This movement, known as the Carolingian Renaissance, not only saved countless classical Roman works, but also introduced a clearer, more legible writing system that is the basis for much of our modern script. Then came the most dramatic moment of all. On Christmas Day in 800 CE, Pope Leo III crowned Charlemagne Emperor of the Romans in St. Peter's Basilica. This event was a seismic historical shift, as if the Pope was declaring that the Roman Empire had never truly died, but had been reborn under the powerful leadership of a Germanic king. This coronation forged an unbreakable link between political power and religious authority, a relationship that would shape the political landscape of Europe for centuries to come. Ultimately, while Charlemagne's empire fractured after his death, his legacy never faded. He is an inseparable figure from European history, a warrior who united peoples, a patron of the arts who rescued knowledge, and a visionary who sowed the seeds of a new civilization. It is for this reason he is rightly called the Father of Europe. So was Charlemagne a brutal tyrant or a visionary genius? The answer is likely a combination of both, a paradox that makes him one of the most fascinating figures in history. Are you curious about how Charlemagne's legacy still influences us today? If you enjoyed this story and want to know more about the intriguing history of Europe, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be uncovering more incredible stories that shape the world we live in. Click the button below and join our community.